Alright, hello everyone. Today we're going to do... We're going to do Parallel Quest 5. And we're going to do it online. Because... I don't know, because we gotta give online a chance. I'd say the online would be a lot better if you could find friends to do these player quests with instead of just having to wait in the lobby like I am right now. One thing I do like though is that in your character selection lobby, the music is actually different than if you were by yourself. You'll notice how that when I'm picking up a character later on, the music sounds more dynamic than normal when we're picking a character in an offline parallel quest, which I thought was pretty cool. Let's see, how long does this take? Doesn't take too long, I don't think. I might just cut all of that. I might just cut that out. The gray area. Let me just skip ahead. There we go, we got somebody. Delk. Although his connection is pretty bad. Extremely bad, actually. That's getting better. And he's a polite person, so I suppose we should keep him here. So I suppose this is a good chance for you guys to see an example of a bad connection between players. I remember there's a parallel quest I did online later on that was extremely crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna have to make sure that I remember that I do a cut here, cut there, in Parallel Quest 5. Parallel Quest 5, cut the waiting. Alright. It's good to write things down. Yeah, notice how even though Cain and Delk are both ready, it still takes a while for the game to figure out that we're ready. There we go, finally. Yeah, see? Normally we don't have a drum set in the song, or some dynamic strings. We don't have any of that usually. So, about this parallel quest, you want to kill all the Cybermen before killing the Saiyans. It's not that hard to do. Pretty sure Delk takes care of him. See that Just Guard? Getting really good at those, and it's quite fun. Ugh, see that screen shake? Yeah. But for some reason I got to keep my juggle, so there's that. And for some reason the screen is tinted blue. I don't know why that is, but it is. Anyway, Delk took care of the Cyberman, so now we can both team up with Raditz. And this is where Delk and I have the same idea and just kind of go crazy ham. That kind of teamwork is very simple, but very effective as well. And I believe it takes me a while to figure out that Delk wants to go fight this parallel quester. And I realized early on, I didn't realize this during the mission, but Delk can't initiate the fight with that person without me. As the host of this parallel quest, I have to be one to initiate the fight. So Delk is actually very patient right now. I appreciate that. So now we can go ahead and fight Kelly. If you're playing offline, then all of the parallel questers will be people you see, the generic NPCs you see around town. But if you're playing online, you'll get some pretty crazy people, some pretty crazy looking people. I saw a Boo once that was using all of Hercule's moves, like all the joke moves. It's pretty crazy. Anyway, see that? We got a key item. That's a Dragon Ball. So That's our first Dragon Ball in this mode, and I'll teach you how to farm Dragon Balls later on. But for now, we're not going to worry about them too much. They're not super important until later in the game, or most of them aren't super important. And let's see. We'll go over those later on. I'm starting to appreciate the starter's beam skill a little more, just a little bit. It has its uses, considering that it doesn't have any knockback, and that it keeps enemies in place for quite a long time. It allows for a lot of teamwork effort. So you actually like. I'm starting to like it now. Look at this. This is kind of cool looking. It looks pretty cool. So I kind of appreciate what's going on here. What you'll start seeing me do later on in response to these CPUs spamming their evasive skills is a just guard. If you just guard their evasive skill, you get a bar of stamina and they go into a guard break state. So it's pretty useful, and I have less of a hate towards evasive skills now because I can get a free bar of stamina off of it. So I guess it's all with the skill.
Damn it!
This is one of those missions where you can find a friendly player, like Yamcha, and he'll give you his health. So it's pretty useful to do that. Not all missions have this, however, so don't get used to it. Only some of them do, and they're usually just the earlier ones.
Let me show you the true power of a Saiyan elite!
That was nice. I thought that chain of attacks was pretty good. I think the game is fun as long as both players have a level of understanding between each other, like this. Like, hey, once you do this, I'll do that too, and we'll have a lot of fun. Stuff like that. So, I mean, I'd say that this mission is a pretty good example of two players really understanding each other and making the game a lot more fun. This parallel quest is probably one of my favorites so far. At least this specific parallel quest is my favorite so far, because of how smoothly it went and how fun it was to just blast away when we both decided to do an ultimate. Delk is going to take some damage here because, and use an item because whoever he or she is, they're taking quite a bit of damage since they're outnumbered, so my job is to defeat Nappa as quickly as possible so that I can go ahead and help. That's Giant Storm, by the way. And Delk actually managed to defeat Vegeta by himself or herself, although Vegeta was injured previously. So there we have it. Yeah, that was an ultimate finish. It was pretty fun. This one was pretty fun. So, yeah. I don't know. I thought this one was probably entertaining and kind of cool.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible.